Hey, welcome back to another Netcast. I'm Rich Lopez, Quantrix Authority. Sincerely appreciate you joining me today for episode number 94, Notes and Formulas. I came across this one today, and I wanted to share it with you. In 6.0, they added a new shortcut to add notes throughout your model. If I'm up here in my model in the matrix and I'm clicking in some cells and I want to add a note, I can hit Shift F2 and I get this edit note, and I could say, this is a note. When I do that, I click OK. Would be nice if that could tab and then enter and close it. And then what happens is I get this little icon here you can see up in the upper left-hand corner. If I hover on that long enough, I click and hover maybe, it gives me a little tooltip and it says this is a note. I discovered today, and I was unaware of this, that actually when I'm in a formula, and I've thought this before, it'd be great if you could maybe annotate some formulas and whatnot. You can hit Shift F2 and you can add a note. This is another note. Again, I click OK, and it gives me a little triangle here. And I hover on it, it says this is another note. So that's a great way to annotate maybe a formula, maybe something special about it, or of course add a note to a cell up here. So I like that a lot. And one other thing as far as really annotating formulas, this is traditionally what I do in my formula, and I think it's a little better actually than this little hover and icon tooltip, and that is by simply going whack whack or back / in my formula, I can say this is a note, okay? And it goes ahead and it just ignores it. If I throw in something else, I can say this is another note. And again, it ignores it. If I want to have maybe some text that goes along a couple lines, I can do / and a star, very similar to what you would do in Transact SQL, T-SQL. But I would say again, this is another note. And if I went to another line and another note, and then I would need to close this with a asterisk and a forward whack, and as I do that, you can see it then recognize the rest of it as being part of a formula. I click enter and it gives me the same results. So again, a couple ways to annotate formulas in Quantrix. You can do it with the tooltip. You can also access that by going edit note. Okay. You can also do it by using these / as well as the / and the asterisk, and then closing that off when you're done with your notes. Again, these / and the / with the asterisk is usually how I make notes in my formulas in Quantrix. Anyway, I think that's some great functionality. I've been using that for a very, very long time, and I find it really helpful, especially when I've got a very complex formula. And you can kind of get lost in the details. It's nice to be able to throw some notes in there. Anyway, I hope you find that useful. If you have any questions about Quantrix, I hope you'll reach out to me at quantrixauthority@gmail.com. I love Quantrix. I want to make you a Quantrix master. So continue to watch me at Quantrix Authority with Rich Lopez.